Today I am going to talk on autocoids. Autocoids is derived from Greek word autos and ekos. Autos mean self and ekos healing substance or remedy. Autocoids are produced by a wide variety of cells in the body and it has intense biological activity. It acts locally, so it is also known as local hormone. Local hormone and hormone. Hormone is derived from a specialized cell and it is transported by blood vessels to a distant target cells. Example, thyroid stimulating hormone, which is commonly known as TSH. It is produced by anterior pituitary and through blood circulation it reaches thyroid hormone where it acts. Likewise, or unlike hormone, this local hormone is produced at the site of action. The autocoids is involved in a number of physiological and pathological process. Examples: reaction to injuries, and it serves as transmitter or modulator in nervous tissue. Now, classification of autocoids. Autocoids are classified as amine derived autocoid. Examples: histamine and 5-hydroxytryptamine, which is also known as serotonin. Second is peptide derived autocoids. Example: angiotensin and bradykinin. Third, lipid derived autocoids. Examples: prostaglandin, leukotrienes, interleukins and platelet activating factors. Now, the first autocoid, that is amine autocoids. In amine autocoids, today I am going to talk on histamine. Histamine is widely distributed throughout the animal kingdom. Many venoms, bacteria and plants. Almost all mammalian tissue contains histamine. Concentration of histamine in body fluids is low, whereas in CSF it is high. Concentration is also high in tissue which contain large number of mast cells. Histamine is produced in mast cells and non-mast cells. In mast cells, it is produced in skin, intestinal tract and mucosa of bronchial tree. Whereas in non-mast cell, it is produced in brain, epidermis of skin, gastric mucosa and rapidly growing tissue. And in blood, it is found in basophils. Now synthesis, storage and destruction of histamine. Every mammalian tissue that contains histamine is capable of synthesizing it from amino acid histidine by virtue of its content of L-histidine decarboxylase. Chief site of storage is cytoplasmic granules. Cytoplasmic granules of mast cells. In the blood, it is basophil. Histamine is inactive orally because liver degrades all histamine that is absorbed from the intestine. Now, histamine acts by 3 receptors, that is receptor H1, receptor H2 and receptor H3. Antagonist of receptor H1 is antihistaminic, whereas antagonist of H2 receptor is known as burimamide. H3 receptors, which serves primarily as an autoreceptors controlling histamine release from neurons in the brain. None of these H3 receptor agonist or antagonist emerge as therapeutic agent. Now, pharmacological action of autocoids or histamine. First, in action in blood vessels. Histamine causes marked dilatation of smaller blood vessels, including arterioles, capillaries, and venules. On subcutaneous injection, flushing of blush area, heat, increase heart rate, and increase in cardiac output, and little or no fall in blood pressure. Rapid intravenous injection causes fall in blood pressure. It is blocked by combination of H1 and H2 antagonist. Dilatation of cranial vessel causes pulsatile headache, which is also known as migraine. Larger arteries and veins are constricted by histamine mediated by H1 receptors on the vascular smooth muscles. It also causes increased vascular or capillary permeability. Injected intradermally, histamine elicits the triple response consisting of 1. Red spot. It is due to increased capillary dilatation. Second is wheal. This is due to exudation of fluid from capillaries and venules. And the third is flare, that is redness in the surrounding area due to arterial dilatation. Now its action on heart. Direct effect of histamine on in situ heart are not prominent, but the isolated heart of guinea pig is stimulated. Rate and force of contraction is increased. Now action on visceral smooth muscles. It causes bronchoconstriction. Patients of asthma are very sensitive. Large doses causes cramps and colic by increasing intestinal contraction. Action on glands. It causes marked increase in gastric secretion, mainly acid and pepsin. This is due to action on parietal cells through H2 receptors. Third is sensory nerve ending. Intravenous or intradermal injected histamine causes itching and it causes pain. Autonomic ganglia and adrenal medulla. These are stimulated and releases adrenaline, causing secondary rise in blood pressure. Now action on CNS. No effect on intravenous as it does not cross blood-brain barrier. However, intracerebroventricular administration produces rise in blood pressure, cardiac stimulation, hypothermia, vomiting, and ADH release, that is antidiuretic hormone release. Now pathophysiological action. First is gastric secretion. It has dominant role in secretion of hydrochloric acid in the stomach. Non-mast cell histamine occurs in gastric mucosa. It is released locally under the influence of all stimuli that evoke gastric secretion, that is feeding, vagal stimulation, cholinergic drugs, and gastrin. Now next, allergic phenomena. It mediates hypersensitivity reaction released from mast cell following antigen and antibody reaction within surface, that is involving IgE type of antibody in immediate type of hypersensitivity reaction. Histamine causes urticaria, angioedema, bronchoconstriction, and anaphylactic shock. H1 antagonists are effective in controlling these effects to a considerable extent. Now, third role as transmitter. Histamine is believed to be afferent transmitter which initiates the sensation of itch and pain at sensory nerve endings. Non-mast cell histamine which occurs in brain, that is in hypothalamus and midbrain, causes wakefulness. H1 antihistaminics are their sedative action due to blockade of this function. Now the last, its role in inflammation. Histamine has been implicated as a mediator of vasodilatation and other changes that occur during inflammation. Uses: there is no therapeutic use of histamine. Thank you.